That was great. Good morning. My name is Tara, and I'm director of the Vancouver Farmers Markets. I'm really excited to be here this morning. I love getting out of the office and being able to, and just being able to come and talk and share ideas. I wanted to talk to you this morning a little bit about how the Farmers Markets does its work and how we've been working over the past few years to grow farmers markets, to grow community, to build that connection between our farms and the city, and sort of building that urban and rural connection. So we work on a lot of different levels. We work on the level of neighborhoods, we work on the level of the city, we work on the level of the region and the province. And we kind of bring all these things together at farmers markets on a weekly basis throughout the year. So I think the thing that is the catalyst behind all of the work that we do is local food. And there's another thing, and that's people. And when you bring those two things together, some magic happens. And so we've been fortunate to work with some fantastic neighborhoods in the city of Vancouver to establish farmers markets. And we started in 1995, a community group in Grandview Woodlands neighborhood, which is where I live, just off Commercial Drive, came together and said, well, how can we get more local food into our neighborhood? And the group, I think it was about 100 people that came to that forum. It was a snowy, sort of cold February day. And the group that emerged from that said, you know what, they looked at a lot of different ideas, what they wanted to do, and they settled on creating the farmers market. So that July, a small working group came together, worked from February to July, and then established the first farmers market in the modern era in Vancouver, and that was at the Croatian Community Center, which is just off Commercial Drive. So that was 1995. At that first market, it was held weekly. 1,000 people came every week, which is pretty amazing. The organizers didn't really know how it would fly. And 14 farmers came, and then it grew to 16 and then 20. And the sales for that first season, the sales to the vendors for that first season was $50,000 in total. So they said, hey, we think we've got something here. Let's give it a try the next year. And so the market was held the next year and the year after in the parking lot until the city said, no, you can't hold a market on private land. It's in violation of the bylaws, zoning bylaws. And so they had to find a new location, and they went to the Parks Board, and lo and behold, found a location at the Trout Lake Community Center parking lot, which is where the market is to this day. Well, over the years, the organization has grown. Other neighborhoods have wanted farmers markets, and we have had some fantastic success working with some amazing other neighborhoods. West End, and we've got a market right out in front of Mole Hill. That was our second market that the organization worked with the community on, and that was a really amazing community process. Everyone was really involved in that, and West Enders are so proud of their market, and I know why. It's a really fantastic market. It's something where it's a market where everyone there is from the West End. You don't have a situation where people are coming from other neighborhoods necessarily, or going out to other farmers markets in other neighborhoods. It's very, 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 very local, which just makes it so special. We worked with Kitsilano on establishing a farmers market there, hugely successful, and very well supported by the community. A couple years ago, we moved our Wednesday market to Main Street Station. And this is a very interesting location because instead of serving only one neighborhood as our Wednesday market was able to do, we're now able to serve 5. And that is Strathcona, Chinatown, Citygate area, as well as downtown East Side. and the sort of north end, I guess you would say, of Mount Pleasant. And it's a real hub. It's a real transit hub. It's people kind of coming in after work and school or on their way home and coming together to be part of something and meet their neighbors, access local food, talk to farmers, etc. And now, of course, we have a winter farmers market that we run every week. I should add that too. It's been a tremendous success. Our organization decided a long time ago that we didn't want to just set up one central farmers market, and a lot of cities have just one central farmers market, and everybody has to kind of come into that one. We decided we wanted to be cognizant of the fact that we need to be able to walk to our farmers markets or take our bikes or take transit, leave our cars at home, and so part of our sustainability plan has been to establish neighborhood-based farmers markets as opposed to one central one. Part of our plan has also been to open up access to all folks who want to access farmers markets and local food. And we've had, up until last year, we had an amazing coupon program that allowed low-income families access to fresh, affordable, BC-grown food. And that program, unfortunately, funding for that program was cut. But we've recently been in conversation with the city and social planning department to see what we can do on a city level. That was a provincial program, but to see what we can do on a city level to bring that program back, because it was incredibly successful. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that what we found through our work is, everyone is gathering around the notion of food and being able to access local food. And what happens in the course of that is that social connections are built. And because these are regular weekly farmers markets, they're not just a one-off here or there, people get together on a weekly basis. And in fact, there's sort of a ritual that develops for a lot of people over this. In fact, some people have even said that this is like the new church for them. It is that thing that you go to every week and you see your neighbors and your community is there. And then, if you don't see your neighbors there, you wonder why, and you get on the phone and you say, I didn't see Fred this week, is he okay, And that's something that's sort of, it goes hand in hand with what we do around bringing food into the city, local food, and making city-grown local food available as well now with all of our urban farmers, and just bringing together everybody around that. I'm going to finish up. So the other two examples of something that we're working on, very successful, is policy creation, farmers market-friendly zoning bylaws. Those were changed last year, and that was an amazing process, and it's going to allow farmers markets to be set up across the city. And the final thing that we're working on, and I'll put these out over there and you can take a look at them, is we've been working for the past number of years with the food sector, as well as, so everybody from farmers to chefs, as well as the public and government, to take a look at creating something called a local food hub. And we've dubbed it the New City Market. We've been working in collaboration around this idea, but basically the principle, the sort of founding concept and idea of this is that it is a farmers market plus. So we work on the level of neighborhoods, we work on the level of policy, and we work on the level of infrastructure. And I'll finish it right there. Thanks.